in this society, we're governed by self-interest, and it is true. People say anything to you just to further their needs, but it is harder to fake consistent actions.
Welcome to the Sudzeffect podcast, where the vibe is real and the reasoning is even realer. There with my guest, Jabari, one law, lawyer in our building.
Right
Yes,
there,
Tim God.
bro. We're there, man.
There. Today we are gonna talk about some things where isn't mainstream, you see me?
Mhm.
We're not gonna really stray into the bag of girl thing and girl argument and I talk about other people and we do things different now, you see me?
Mm.
But how the last that law world stay? Law world. It
Um,
different from like doctor and excitement what you see in the media.
when you say excitement, what do you mean?
Like with cartel case. Is it actually like that or
Yeah,
it's actually like that?
it is. It's exciting. Like you are, and it also depends on the type of law that you practice, though. You get me? So you
Criminal
can
law, the
do,
mix up law.
yeah, criminal law, the excitement law, where it to me, criminal is a performance. Like when you're before judges and juries, and you have to really convince a set amount of people that your argument makes sense versus somebody else. But civil law is just like that too, just not as you know exciting.
Civil law is like if you go to a business place and you drop and bust your head and you
Like
try to get
personal injury, yeah.
oh okay.
That and corporate law and all of that kind of encompasses into civil litigation, and then you have real estate law. To me, real estate,
Cheddar day and all that.
the cheddar is bro. Yo, money is to be made from real estate. Believe me, you have
Right.
lawyers alone with the real estate alone and good. Because
Mm-hmm.
property I sell every day. You see me? And you get a percentage of whatever is being sold. Mm.
So the real estate law, is it like if a complex is built or is it like a unit? It's just for a unit.
It is so that depends on like a lot of things, but it can be for the entire complex. I haven't personally seen where there's one attorney for the entire complex, but I know abroad they have it like that. I'm not sure if that's how it is in Jamaica. What I know about for in Jamaica is you get a percent of each unit that you sell. But I
Mm.
know abroad you can do one attorney, one realtor for the entire place.
So when it's selling, it have to
Mm.
split up between the realtor, the seller, and the lawyer.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You don't get nothing for yourself then. Barely get anything for yourself.
No,
Probably get like 70 or 60%.
you get
But
no way more than that. The
sorry people. This thing misbehave right
no,
now.
where could we?
Isn't it?
Yeah, I see,
Yeah.
So, cause the realtor, the most they can take is 5% plus GCT. The attorney, the most they can take is 5% plus GCT. So that's a 10% plus the other little fee them. So you walk away with 80%,
Oh. Well, that
and
not too
eighty
bad
percent
still.
low. You walk away with way more than that. But enough money, you walk away with
Oh, that not too bad still.
not too bad.
But yeah, bro, all the journey, like from high school, cause you did the law in high school,
Mm.
and then you're going to college, and then you have to go through the bar and all of them something there, and then
Uh,
into law now. How much years out of your life
bro.
that take?
So school undergrad was 3 years at normal at UWI.
Mm.
Then 2 years at Norman Manley, so that's a five, and then Cape Law, that's the next 2 years, so about 7 years. You see
Yo,
me? But the Cape Law
yo,
not
if you had,
necessary,
huh?
The Cape Law not necessary.
Oh,
But
but yeah, head start.
yeah, because you kind of familiarize yourself with everything.
Oh, so if any of you want to be a lawyer, but you want to reach now, you have to go take into consideration 7 years, well, 5 years out
Mm-hmm.
of your life. So you're going to be behind by 5 years. You see
But
me?
it's a nice profession thus far. But just like any other profession, I don't wanna move too fast. Continue.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yes, oh yes.
But I don't know anything about law,
Mm.
but I see various what can I say? Insights
Mm.
into the case with Vybz Kartel, what I don't even understand. I just know say he's no longer a convict.
Mm.
So for people who don't know what is happening, why isn't he out of prison?
So he isn't out of prison because even though even though it's, you see, that is the thing with law, you know. It is clear but not so clear.
Mm.
So he's no longer a convict, which means that he is right now an innocent man. But
And all
mhm,
guilt has been wiped from his record.
yeah,
Mhm.
but what the Privy Council did was that they, instead of just to put it in layman's term, to drop everything completely, they said, "Here what? He's no longer a convict, but we're going to allow the Court of Appeal, which is our highest court in Jamaica, to determine whether the matter should be retried again in the Supreme Court." And the reason I'm not too sure why they decided to do it that way instead of just cleaning
They have the
everything.
power to do that though.
Yeah, man.
Like for just free him.
Yeah, and freedom, man. Yeah, you see me? Because they're the
Mm.
highest court that
Mhm.
we
Adhere to.
adhere to. Yeah,
Mm.
but in this case, they're like, okay, let's quash the conviction and they quashed the conviction primarily because of the issue with the juror and
Mhm.
allowing a tainted juror to remain
In the lineup.
in the lineup, which is ridiculous in itself, but that is a separate
On whose part?
argument. See, that is a separate argument, but you don't want to touch that, and then a
Yeah.
man go, we get a
Yeah.
call.
Yeah.
I will leave that alone.
Mm.
But yeah, quash the conviction, sent it back to the Court of Appeal. I believe that hearing is sometime in June.
Yeah, I think it's June 10 or something like that.
Yeah. So, but both parties, both the defense and the prosecution, now have to make submissions to the court and submissions is basically the defense putting their argument, the prosecution putting their argument, but it's on paper. And then at the hearing now, the Court of Appeal will hear both sides again based on the submissions that were made for them to then determine whether the matter should be sent back to the Supreme Court to be retried. My personal views, I don't really think it should be retried, but
That would come in like, like how you'd get locked up
mm,
and they don't have much against you.
mm,
So they put something foolish and that is garbage so they can keep you longer to find something. I feel like that's
what's happening?
yeah. Like them just keep him as long as possible so them can find something else to try him with.
No, well, I'd say, how do I answer that? The reason why I'm so hesitant,
It's a very sensitive topic.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
Under the
Jamaica,
limelight.
yeah, you see me? I
Mm.
don't want to say the wrong thing and then get a
Yeah,
wrong
alright.
charge.
We'll come on for this. We'll
So,
come on for the
I
content
love
topic.
it.
You see me? But
Probably like when we're late in the profession and we're,
season.
yeah, and build up some ranks, then we
Mm.
can talk more.
Yeah.
But until then, when I want to get an email
Yeah.
from
Smart,
nobody else,
smart move, smart
you
move,
see me?
smart move. But I ask you a deep question still,
Yeah.
When you were younger, what was your definition of success versus your definition of success now?
When you
And I
say
don't
younger,
mean
how
just I
young?
don't mean just like in law,
Yeah,
like as a person.
that's a good question. What was my definition of success then
Yeah.
versus now? My definition of success then was just to have money,
Mm-hmm.
you see me? And to be able to purchase the fancy thing them. just to live life on my own terms. I suppose now it is still a little bit like that, to have the freedom to do what I want to do, but
It's not that
no,
by itself.
not that by itself. No, my objective is more so the people around me and helping them. Because what I learned, I guess back in the day, my definition was very selfish. So it was just
It
me.
was on the surface. It was a
Yeah. As
vague
opposed
and
to know
shallow.
where I want to make sure that everybody around me is good, while I also improve. Yeah. So it's not just about money now. Now it's about family and even friends. Just making sure that if I am doing well, all of the people around me are also doing well. You see me? Especially the people that I'm close to.
Yeah, bro. When
What
I
was your
was
definition of, yeah?
yeah, when I was younger, I used to view success as being fast car, nice watch,
Still one of them things
banging
to do.
wife.
Still one of them things to do.
Still one of them thing there, but it's like you weren't educated and experienced enough to know what real success is.
Yeah.
Because all of that is just for yourself, bro.
Facts.
And
Yeah.
Bob Marley said one time that if his life is not if his life is for himself, him don't want it. You see
Mm-hmm.
me, bro? So now my vision of success is like those things still,
Absolutely.
but like you want it to be a case where everybody that is associated with you, they can experience things and know things that they wouldn't have otherwise. If
Mm.
you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see me? So like this might be a stretch, but I want like 7 kids, bro.
I want five.
I want five.
Bro.
Okay, you see
And
me?
everybody that I say it to, look at me like I'm
You see me,
crazy.
bro? I don't know what it is, bro. But God say you must be fruitful and multiply. You see me,
Precisely.
bro?
That's
Cause
exactly
bro,
what I tell them.
I'm not discriminating,
Mm.
but it would break my heart if I get that and they're all girls. It would break my heart, bro. Cause how else my legacy I gonna live on,
Live
bro?
on. Yeah, and you know what's so funny about that? I wouldn't mind, which is crazy, if I have all girls, you know.
Why, bro? I can't agree with you with that. Can't agree with you with that, bro.
Not, I don't know. There is, I mean, I get it though, because, boy, women, you see me?
you would. Well,
Mm.
if it's all girls, well, I would think you would want to have a wife as well.
Yeah,
You see me?
absolutely.
So
You see me? I mean, I really want
if you
the
have
bagger
baby
girl,
mother,
babe. Yeah,
yeah,
but
we can't bother that
yeah, bother
neither.
that,
But
bro.
to be honest with you, still 7 is a lot to ask from
But
one
one
woman.
for, you see
You
me?
see me? It's a lot to ask from one woman still,
Yeah, yeah, which
and
is
I
true.
understand that, bro. But you see, with a woman now, with a daughter, what to say, feel like when it comes on to her moving on,
Mm.
meaning like creating her own family and thing. Well, let me say the upbringing first. A lot relies on the wife or the mother of that child, bro.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Because you don't know what a woman go through versus you're going to learn still,
Yeah, yeah.
but you don't know what a woman would go through and the things that you have to go through to become a certain way.
Yeah.
The mother
Yeah.
would know that. You see me?
Yeah. And then there's just certain conversations that the daughter will just never feel
You see me? Because
comfortable.
you're only going to know from a male's
Male's
point of view.
perspective.
You see me?
Yeah.
But like when it comes to that time for her to move on with her next man, there's only one thing I can say to her, this man is going to take over from me.
Mm-hmm.
So if you see this man to be somebody like me or
Yeah.
better than me,
Fine.
well, let me not say better
Better.
than me. Because no man not gonna love her like me. You see me?
Facts.
But if you can see this man taking care of you in the way I had, then fine. But if you don't, not just because he's attractive and
Yeah.
you're infatuated by him
And him talk nice.
and him talk nice and him
Yeah.
out sweet, isn't it? It can't
It
make
have
that
to be, it have to be deeper than the
it
surface.
have to be deeper than the surface. Granted,
Absolutely.
as much as people always say looks don't matter, looks fucking matters, bro.
Absolutely.
Because what catches your attention in the first place?
Looks.
Exactly.
Is it ugly?
Unless
Sorry.
it's a case where
Yeah.
your circle is intertwined and you see this person, you talk to them,
Yeah.
and so on, so on, so. But even then, bro, I personally can't be with somebody that I'm not attracted to, bro.
Same. Yeah, which is true.
Isn't it?
And I mean, I wouldn't even say it's sad to say, but what am I gonna do? Is if
It's
you're
facts.
if you're not
Isn't it?
if you're not attractive, then it is what it is. But at the end of the day, I feel like there is somebody for everybody.
Mm.
So if I don't find, and then beauty is subjective too. So if I don't find it attractive, an next man might find it
One
attractive.
man trust is the next man treasure.
You see me? So that is that.
I feel like I have a type right now. You see me? I
I
feel
think
like
we're at the same time.
you see me? But
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know if it's just because of my age, but I feel like eventually I might have to outgrow that. I don't want to. That would be the
Why is that?
ideal life. But you ever hear them say, "Oh, when you make a plan, God looks at your plan and laugh."
Yeah.
You see me, bro? And that's what I'm afraid of. I hope my plans
Are the same.
and God's plan intertwine. You see me? But it's out of my control. You see me, bro? But
Facts. Them think they will just have to wait and see. Yeah.
you see me, bro? Cause the things that them when me look for in a woman still, you know, bro. I don't want to say it's identical to my mother, but certain traits I would love to have that are from my mother. Like
Yeah.
I don't want to leave work and come home to another argument and stress.
It
Because when
can be.
when you're on the road, you're already dealing with a lot. You see me?
Yeah.
So
Especially if
it's
you're
like a
operating at this or want to operate at a certain level, bro. Your life
exactly.
is constantly stressful.
Yeah, bro. More money, more problems. You see me, bro? And then to come home to that now.
It cannot work.
You see me, bro?
Yeah, I
And you have
completely
a lot
agree
of
with
women that worship being stressful.
you.
You see me? Like I'm a man's biggest problem and stuff like
It
that,
can,
bro.
bro. To even say that don't make no sense
I
to me.
don't know where them learn it.
Social
It,
media.
you see me? But bro, and the thing is, it's kind of difficult, bro, in this generation. Bro, go into this now.
Yeah.
I believe the unity between a woman and a man is a beautiful thing. I believe that love is a
Sacred.
beautiful thing.
Yeah.
I believe that loyalty is a beautiful thing. But I feel like it has to be something deeper than that, bro. It can't be just I love you and you love me, which should be enough. But I don't think
Bro.
I don't think it's something that.
We just say something little, but it's not gonna take it too deep. That we can read.
So is it, bro?
But
Sudzeffect podcast is a real vibes and an even realer conversation. So talk your mind, bro.
how I see it, bro, it cannot ever just be words. Because for me, them always say, like one time me and this girl was reading and she had tell me something about, not even this girl, me and, is a friend of mine, a close friend of mine.
Mm-hmm.
And she was explaining to me, I think it named love language. Like there are different love languages.
Yeah, I know about that.
And then she wanted me to go through some quiz to identify mine. And what I realized that it wasn't words. Because bro, anybody
When you
can
finish, I did that same quiz, but when you finish, I'm going to tell you what mine was.
anybody can get up and tell you I love you. And this is messed up, but once upon a time, bro, when all of we did younger and less wise, we used to tell a girl anything. Is it? So why? I mean, the same is true now. People will tell you anything. And Tiger said something to me one day that in this society we're governed by self-interest, and it is true. People say anything to you just to further their needs, but it is harder to fake consistent actions. So it can't just be a one-off situation where she probably take you out and then like it has to be consistent, where I now see that, okay, it is deeper than just the words that you're saying. Bro, to this day, and you know why I don't believe a word that comes out, bro. If I could take the podcast somewhere else, so you want to try avoid, but needless to say, words from my personal experience don't mean shit. So yeah, as I say, if I really go down that conversation about why I don't trust the words being spoken to me, it I go take away into what you were trying to avoid with that conversation with women. But you know, to summarize, I've found that it is harder to fake consistent actions than words spoken. But we just know.
But yeah, as I was saying earlier, the unity between a man and a woman
Mm-hmm.
is a beautiful thing. I feel like a woman is excellent and better at a lot of stuff than a man is, and a man
Absolutely.
is better at a lot of stuff than a woman is.
Mm-hmm.
So they are a perfect combination with each other, you see me? But
Yeah.
I wanted to preface with that to say, I think in this generation, it's very difficult for a beautiful unity to be made when you have to be playing a lot of mind games. If you get me. And when I say mind games, I don't mean like to mess with the other person's head.
Yeah.
But you have to be playing mind games to protect yourself, bro.
Yeah.
Because, bro, don't come for me. But, bro, you can have a woman.
Yeah.
Wait, let me say this first. A woman is very emotional, bro. You can feel a certain way one day, and then a different day, she feels a different way.
Mm-hmm.
Or she's around a certain type of people.
One day, I mean, couple hours.
Even so,
Yeah.
a couple hours. Or she could be around a certain group of people and see that they're experiencing something that she's not experiencing, and it can get to her,
Absolutely.
and then it will come out on you.
Yeah.
And it
Yep.
can also be a case where, yeah, because them say comparison is the thief
Thief
of
of
joy.
joy.
You see me,
Yeah.
bro? And as much as someone might say they are not easily influenced and they don't really compare themselves to others and stuff like that, bro,
Mm-hmm.
subconsciously you are,
Yeah.
because it's in your face. This friend is married and has a kid, and you guys are the same age. This friend is happy and loving and on the way to being married.
Yeah.
A family member, you see me? Stuff like that. So it's right in your face, bro. And you might say you're not being influenced or comparing yourself to what they have, but subconsciously you are. You see me, bro? And that can be very difficult on a man's standpoint, bro. You see me?
Mm-hmm.
And then it can be also be a case where a woman is she I'm not saying this is all women, but they can get easily bored if you're
Mm-hmm.
not toxic.
Bro, there's a book that I read once upon a time that changed my whole perspective on how. And it's funny, I got that book from, well, you know, Iman Gadzi.
Yeah, got that, man.
Trust me.
Goat.
God. There's a book. It's called. The book is called The Way of a Superior Man. Bro, that book kind of highlights for any guy out there. I promise you, order that book on Amazon and just take it in, and it will change your perspective completely on how women operate. And it's not even like in a bad way, but it just explains how you as a man should operate. And it's so funny. What I've what I've noticed as well, you have to be you have to be firm, bro. Like you can't.
But that is the thing,
You
bro.
have to be firm,
Bro,
bro.
that
You
is
see
that
me?
is I know what you're trying to say, bro. Cause it's very, you have to be firm, bro. But a lot of people don't realize it, that you have to be firm because they view it as being controlling, bro.
And it isn't. You
when
just
really
have
and
to
it's just
stand up.
Is
You
it
see
me?
me?
You have a certain standard,
Bro, as
or
a man, you need to be an apex predator. You see me? And however that comes off, it just have a come off. And I find it's not even that they like the bad man them in that. Them just like a man who will
exactly. It's
tell
not
them
necessarily
no.
bad man.
You see me? You just have a verb. I don't know how to explain it. You just have a verb.
Bro.
And I was. Wait. What you say? I think we're good on this one. Yeah.
Bro, it cannot be a case where in a relationship, bro,
Yeah.
somebody has to wear the pants.
Absolutely.
And you don't want it to be the case where the woman wears the pants, bro. Because I don't give a fuck who won't come for me when I say this.
Yeah.
Any relationship where a woman wears the pants, bro.
Yeah.
Check out how long it lasts.
Check out the disrespect that I forgot you too.
But then again, you have someone who will tolerate them things there because they're blinded by love, which is a real thing, and all of us have been
absolutely
through that. You see me?
That and them just not got you enough experiences for really.
But it's not even that, bro. You have some guys that it just take them one time to learn.
Yeah.
And them improve. But then you have some guys who just them head
like
just
it.
tough.
Them like it, man.
Them just love it, bro, and just love being taken for a clown or an idiot. You see me, bro? There's no relationship on the face of the planet of this earth.
Yeah.
Where if a woman is wearing the pants, it will last a very long time. And when I say wear the pants, I don't mean that the woman is making more money. That's not what I mean by wear the pants. Yeah. That's not what I mean by wearing the pants. She can make more money. I personally would prefer if I am the breadwinner of the house, because that's just my personality. But you might have someone who don't mind.
Yeah, I'm not one of them.
Isn't it? I'm not one of the men that is okay with that. And that's my decision. Isn't it? But yeah, bro, it can be a case where PP clock jump how high. It doesn't make any sense, bro. And this is a very controversial statement, but
let's get into it.
Women are very manipulative, bro. And even if they don't want to be, or they don't mean to be, they just are.
Yeah.
Because every woman likes to get their way.
Bro, I've heard women have sat and told me things that they've done to facilitate that manipulation. So I completely and utterly understand what you're saying, and I agree with you. You see me? But them things they can only happen to regular man.
No, but them things that are gonna happen to you, in the initial stages, like when you're a rookie and you go through your first relationship or talking stage or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I gotta do it because you don't have any experience to go off of. Experience teaches wisdom, not age.
Facts.
Facts. You see me, bro? So
statement,
yeah, I gotta go through them things there, but it's up to you if you allow it to happen again and again and again and again and again. What am I saying?
Really agree.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Shame on me, yeah.
You see me, bro? And as a man, I feel like you need to take accountability. You see, the moment you take accountability, your entire perspective on life
changes. Yeah.
Bro, me go through something in the woman world, and there is not, well, when I look at it now, there is not one situation in which I've been in with a woman where I don't view it as being my fault. And when I say my fault, I don't mean I wasn't good enough or I should have been this, I should have been that. When I say it was my fault, I mean like I wasn't the type of man
that deserved that type of respect.
Exactly. I wasn't the type of man that deserved that type of respect, or I wasn't the type of man that a woman won't leave. Because you have niggas like that, bro. You have a nigga that a woman won't even think of leaving, bro. You see me? She won't even cross her. She could live in Jerusalem.
Jerusalem
And you live in Canada.
Yeah,
No matter what happens, bro, she's not even going to think about leaving you, bro.
absolutely, bro.
No matter how hard it is, bro. You see me?
I absolutely agree.
It's just yeah, I wasn't the man that you don't leave, like my maximum capacity, bro. And one thing I learned, bro, God will make you rate a girl, love a girl, and all of them something there, and make you leave you just because you're not fulfilling your maximum
What they should.
capacity as a man, bro.
And sometimes it happens.
And
Just
it's doing it on
yeah, for
purpose
a
to teach
purpose.
you a
Yeah.
lesson, bro. Granted, you know, you probably have some relationships out there where they probably leave and eventually down the line them reunite, but those are rare cases, bro. Like, isn't
That's
it?
not my case.
Huh?
That's not my case.
I don't think it's mine either, but it's not up to we.
No, it is up to us. That one, the other one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
But that's the answer,
yeah,
bro.
bro. But as a man, you just have to take a lot of accountability in every situation. Don't blame anything on somebody else, bro. Cause blaming somebody else is of no benefit to you, bro.
Zero.
And when
Yeah,
you take self accountability, bro, you improve and you correct certain things. You see me? Cause you're not
agree.
perfect,
Yeah, I agree.
and you will never be perfect. But each time you take accountability, you're closer to perfect, even though you will never get there. You
There,
see me?
yeah.
But
I agree
that's
with you,
part of
bro.
the game. That you see me? But it takes a lot to reach that level of thinking. You get me?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of pain and a lot of
A lot of experiences.
experience. You see me? But another thing still, bro. You ever feel like you're outcast in terms of you ever there somewhere and you wonder why you're there? So
What do you mean?
like, let me start off with me, bro. Like I would be around a certain group of people, or I'd be at a certain place, and I'm supposed to be enjoying myself, bro. But I'm in my head thinking, why am I here? And how do these people enjoy this, bro? Like sometimes I'd be wondering, why am I here? What do I have to celebrate? You see me, bro? Like
Bro, I have this.
I wonder how people enjoy they're comfortable in the current situation they're in and going out every weekend and then restarting on Monday morning and they look forward to the weekend, bro.
Bro, the monotony of it is ridiculous. I was having this same conversation with Travis, and which is good that all of us kind of were on that same wavelength.
Mm-hmm.
I I find it so hard to understand how you're just comfortable with the big brother. I know people hate him, but Andrew Tate said something that is so crazy.
Mm.
The man is like, why would you not want the best that life has to offer you? How you can just be okay with the bare minimum? But right now there's somebody in somewhere getting delivery of a 488. I'ma just what me I do at a
Bro,
party? Now make the
bro,
sense.
I don't even think it's a bad thing still, bro. But
We have to be
def-
careful of that though. To not
no, but it's how you think. It's your perspective.
mhm.
Cause you should be upset.
It's true, but the reason why I say we have to be careful is because we don't want to get into that thinking about life has to be so stringent and rigid
Mm-hmm.
and not appreciate the little small things that life has to offer. But you also have to balance that with what may I do with just right now. It doesn't make no
Isn't it,
sense.
bro? Come, bro. The other day, I mean, man, I don't really go to ribbies like that, bro.
Mm.
I don't really. You see me? It's not my cup of tea. But I went to ribbies the other day, bro. When I said the other day, probably this was probably like a month or 2 months ago.
Yeah.
You see me? And I'm there, the music is playing, and all of these things, bro. And I'm in my head, me I say, yo, what the fuck am I doing here, bro?
Let me show you something. Let me show you
I'm like,
something.
what the fuck am I doing here, bro? I have nothing to celebrate.
Let me show you something. This is something that I made in Rubies.
You're in movies
I
and did
was
this.
in Rubies at 3 a.m. in the morning. I made this reminder.
You have no business being out. Lock in and improve. Your future self will thank you. This reminder was made in Rubies.
That was made at 3 o'clock in the morning when I
Bro,
was out, and I'm saying, what am I doing here? This don't make any sense.
bro, it's crazy, you know. And there are, share a story with you, bro.
Mm,
I was I was buying a new phone,
mm,
right? I'm in the owner office. I'm a reason with him, bro. You see me? And me, I say, yo, I said to the guy, I see so many people with this phone. Because this is I'm buying the phone. So
mm.
obviously I didn't know the price of the phone. But
Yeah.
I still buy it. You see me? I bought the
Yeah.
phone. I'm saying, how me so I know a lot of people don't have this kind of
Yes.
cheddar
Mm.
to buy this phone. How me see so much people with it? You know what the man tell me, bro?
Oh.
I've been in this game so long that I see people spend them last just to have this phone.
So I know all of that is a product of social. That's why I can't be on it. I mean, you've been saying to me that I need to.
You have to, bro, to build a personal brand.
What is this
And you have
sword?
to come out of your comfort zone.
This sword.
It's
So
difficult, this. Because enough time you want to just come off and just,
disappear.
you see me? And just use the business account. But
No
if
why
you look
people see me and wonder if I migrate.
bro, when you look at it, bro, if Elon Musk stepped down and had nothing more to deal with Tesla,
Mhm.
do you think as many people would buy Teslas?
No, he's a brand.
Exactly.
He's a brand. Yeah,
SpaceX, if Elon Musk had nothing to do with SpaceX, do you think as many people would invest in SpaceX to reach Mars?
he's a brand. You're investing in the head of the company as opposed to the company itself. Yeah.
You see me, bro? So, but don't get me wrong, still, you know, don't be anything outside of yourself, you know.
Mhm.
You see me? But it's just one of those things. That's where the world is heading, cause that's where the world is heading, cause yeah, bro. Cause you just did it. Do your own business, bro. And what do you mean sandals?
Adam.
Yeah.
Mm.
If you had nothing to do with it, you see me?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
just
That's the reality. Yeah.
attention is a new currency of the world. You see me?
Yeah.
As long as you not do nothing that is not you and make yourself look like an idiot
Yeah. Yeah.
on the camera, you see me, bro?
Yeah.
And that's one thing I will never subscribe to. I might be on the camera now, which I wasn't before, but I'm not being anything outside of myself.
Mhm.
You see me? I'm just the side that you and the man them would have see, them I go see. You see me? So that's just the only difference now,
Okay.
bro. You see me? But what are some of the battles that you have with yourself? Because we know you have some intrinsic battles that you face, you know. And me have some too.
What are some of the battles that I face internally?
Yeah. Because we know you beat up yourself with enough things, bro.
Regular.
Yeah, bro. Everybody does
Regular.
that, bro.
But I think I wouldn't even say everybody, just people that know that they can do
People that
more.
are woke.
Yeah.
yeah,
I hate that term. But you know what I mean?
yeah.
Um, the battles that I face internally, just constantly feeling like I'm not doing enough. Uh, in all aspects,
Mm.
financially, work related, and it is like there's no evidence to show that I'm not doing enough. It is just me seeing the end of the road and knowing that I need to be doing more to reach there. And it's a constant battle though. Like whenever I do share it with anybody, they kind of bring me back down and realize and remind me of my age.
I hate
And
that, bro. I always get that too, bro. I hate it, bro.
that never stopped nobody else.
Bro, I
Way I
hate
tell
it,
me that.
bro. Them
Yeah.
always say take it easy on yourself and you're young and bro,
Yeah.
5 years from now we're going to be 30. 5 years ago was 2019, bro.
Mm.
And I can remember life before COVID. And that was 2019. So that was 5 years ago. So five
Mm.
years from now is
At
when you're
30.
30, bro. So
Yeah.
as much as people always say, yo, 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 yo.
And the reality is, you want 7, I want 5. We need to be doing more
I will
to
not start.
maintain.
I will not start it, bro. You see me, bro?
Yeah.
But bro, one of the battles that I face, bro, is that I feel like I'm not doing it well. I don't think everybody is doing everything they can possibly do. You see me?
Yeah.
But there could be more that I'm doing. If you understand what I'm trying to say, like you ever sit down and watch a show and say, why am I watching this show when I should be doing so and
Something
so?
else. Yeah. Regular.
You see me, bro?
Most weekends.
You
Yeah.
see me, bro? And it's like God put you in a uncomfortable position to wake you up. Meaning like you make you uncomfortable, like whatever the case might be, whether your girl leave you, whether you're going through something financially or something. You see me? It's like to wake you up and say, yo, you're not where you're supposed to be. You're not doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Keep it moving. Yeah.
So keep it moving, bro. Because as much as we're human, so we have emotions and stuff like that. And whenever something happens, we might be down and depressed and shit like that, bro. You still go to bed and you still wake up, though. You
Yeah.
still wake up
Grateful.
and see
Yeah.
the sun, and at the end of the day, you see the moon.
Mm.
And 365 days from now is another year.
Yeah. Yep.
You see me? So
I've found
730 days, that's 2 years.
I've found that, especially because what I do, I just sit down and I be on YouTube and I just researching or looking at people that I look up to, and the common thing that I've found is that all of them think the way that I'm thinking right now.
And they've gone through what you're going through right now, bro.
And
I
when I
just find
look
it
at them,
so weird.
I want to be on a level that they're at. And everybody that's telling me contrary to what they're telling me, I wouldn't switch places with them. So it's hard for me to take your advice,
You see
and
me,
I
bro?
wouldn't switch places with you.
You see me,
So
bro?
that's kind of what I used to
Yeah, bro. It's crazy, bro. Cause
ground myself and realize that what I'm thinking isn't bad. Um, I just need to do more.
you see me, bro. And it's
Yeah,
not even a case where you're bashing the person, but politely, as respectful as possible. I don't want to
I don't
be
want
in the
to.
position you're
Yeah,
in. So why should I? You know me?
follow you. Yeah,
You know me,
and
bro?
it's something that I found was like very hard for me too. With even in law school, because I had, again, I have to be careful. But I had teachers that were teaching, not even just law school, even Woolmans,
Mm.
when we did just stop go class. Because it was, I
Yeah.
had a teacher teaching me principles of business.
We're in the same class?
No, but you're outside the same time.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
had, I had a teacher teaching me principles of business. And I asked her one day, I'll never forget her because I was in her office. If, you're teaching us principles of business, I'm assuming that you have some level of business knowledge. She has never created a company a business, she don't know nothing. And then you're going to ask me to follow your advice word for word. That, and then even in law school now, I had people teaching me about litigation that weren't active litigators. Litigators meaning you go to court, and
Mm-hmm.
so it's hard for me to really sit down and say I'm going to take what you say as gospel, and I know that you don't practice what you're preaching, you know? So that kind of forced me to go outside and find and seek counsel from other people that are actually practicing in the field and can give me a first hand account of how it actually works. Yeah. I find it hard to follow the advice of somebody that I wouldn't switch places with. Very hard.
Bro, and you know what I find myself doing as well? And it's not even a case where they say it to me, but like every time I'm talking, because you know we have a very inspirational set of,
Friends.
yeah, isn't
Absolutely.
me?
Yes, yes, yes.
So it's not even a case where they tell me to, but like it's almost automatic, bro. Every time they're talking, it doesn't even matter if it's about business, bro. I shut the fuck up,
Mm.
and just listen to everything, bro. Cause everything that
Yeah.
I'm looking at where they are now, right?
Mm.
So everything that they're talking about, bro, it had to play a part into where they
Where they
eventually
are
ended up,
now.
bro. So
Yeah.
everything that they're talking about, I'm listening. As much as they might not have a personality that you want to imitate, meaning what they think is cool and what they don't think is cool,
Mm.
or how they deal with certain things, you might not agree with, bro. But there's a certain level of character that you have to reach that level, bro. It's just you for pick and choose from
What they're saying.
what they're saying, bro, and then instill it into you and create your own personality identity.
Yeah.
You see me, bro?
I
Because you
completely agree.
cannot reach that level, bro, without having a certain character or discipline. You can't. It's
It's
impossible
impossible.
unless it's inherited.
Yeah. And then even if
And
it's
even
inherent, you're going to lose it
exactly,
if you don't have it. Yeah.
you see me, bro? So as much as you might not, yeah, like Andrew Tate. A lot of people don't like Andrew Tate, bro, but they had to have a certain level of discipline and principles that allowed him to reach there.
To reach where he is right now. Yeah.
You see me, bro? But there's a lot of people are just focused on the messenger, right, rather than the
The
message.
message, yeah.
You see me, bro?
It's ridiculous.
But I guess that's something that you have to grow into. Differentiating.
Mm-hmm.
You see me? But that's one of the battles that I face too. And
Okay.
it's almost like you have to on the road to becoming who you want to become, like to reach your maximum capacity, your full potential, bro. It's like it's almost impossible for you to not believe in a higher being. Whether it's Islam, Christianity, whatever the
Something
case might be,
way
bro.
up to.
Because there are some things that you just can't explain other than that.
Mm-hmm. And
You see
something
me?
that changed my perspective completely on religion too was I was in Canada year before last and last year when I went to a Muslim festival. Is I was there with some friends. We were doing some business, and just seeing how they interact with each other and the devotion that they have for a higher being, it is ridiculous. And even last year, because I was very interested from the year before, last year now I spoke to somebody that was at the festival because it's an annual thing
Mm-hmm.
every August, and anyways, so
Mm.
dead end of August, and I just start picking brain and how same thing that you said, bro. You have to believe in something bigger than yourself to carry you through some very dark points where you just want to drop everything, but you trust that everything will work itself out because there's somebody that has your back, and as long as you're doing your part. Okay, you can't be asking God for a miracle, and you know in yourself that you're not doing what you need to be doing. So I think it works hand in hand, that you're doing your part and you're also having faith that everything will work itself out. Yeah.
Facts, bro. Because I feel like a lot of people are when they pray
Mm.
to whatever supreme deity you serve,
Mm-hmm.
they their idea of doing that is based off what they see like on the like on TV or whatever the case might be. And really and truly, like say you pray and say, "Yo, dear Lord, I pray that I will get through this time," or "Dear Lord, I will everything will work out in this particular situation." When really and truly, bro, I was watching a video today and it said, if you pray for courage, bro, you think you will just get the courage, when really and truly, God will just put you in a situation where you demand courage.
Mm.
You see me? Or if you
It's a nice perspective shift.
you see me,
Yeah.
bro? And then if you're praying for patience in a certain scenario or overall patience, He will just create a scenario where you have to be patient. You see me? So if people actually
That's a
do
crazy
them little
perspective shift.
research and
Yeah.
stuff like that, bro, like they will understand what it is to pray for or what it is to look for in an answer to that prayer.
Mm.
You see me? Bro, one time I'm every time I pray, I only give thanks for certain things
Mm-hmm.
and I ask for wisdom and strength for certain things. And every time I do those things, bro, something happens, bro, that I don't want to happen.
Yeah.
But it demands those things that I'm praying for. It
You have to
demands
figure it
wisdom,
out.
it demands strength.
Mm-hmm.
You see me? And everything else I'm just thanking God for. You see me,
Uh-huh.
bro? So it's crazy when as you get older and you experience certain things, how it actually works.
Mm-hmm.
You see me? Versus how you used to think it works.
Yeah, because I've never really been religious until like last year when, and it's so funny. It wasn't even anything crazy that said, demanded that I turn to religion. It was just me realizing that, there was something missing from my life. And then that coupled with going to the festivals and really sitting back
When you're
and
done, we have
saying,
something to say. It's going to be very provoking, but
sitting back and realizing that, there's no way I, well, so I suppose it's twofold. Selfish. So selfish in that I knew if I where I want to go, I needed religion. So selfish in the sense that I was turning to religion because I needed it. But
turn to it in a bad time.
yeah. And then
Mhm.
the second aspect of it is, now that I am no religious, I don't really care about how it will affect me in the long run. I'm just happy that I am
Mm.
religious now. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. But yeah, I'm going to say something that's very provoking, bro. But it's the truth from my point of view. I feel like I grew up a Christian
Mm.
in a Christian household, bro.
Yeah.
And growing up, I never really paid attention to other religions. You get me? Now, as I get older, bro, I pay attention to different religions, and they're similar in certain aspects, in a lot of aspects, I should say. But the respect and seriousness that they put on their beliefs is completely different, bro. Because when you look at Christianity, bro, you have the supreme rulings of this religion that are accepting certain things
Mm-hmm.
that they shouldn't accept
Yeah, yeah,
based
yeah.
off of the religion and the teachings.
Yeah.
And then when you look at Islam now, they have no tolerance for certain things which they
You
should not.
cannot
You see me, bro?
deviate.
If you went to the World Cup as that type of person,
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You get locked up,
Yeah, because they'll
for
tell you.
years. You know, I'm not like when I say years, I mean like years that you would get locked up for if you did murder.
Because they will tell you straight. They're like, don't, do not come over here believing that it is the same as your country.
Exactly,
We
bro.
operate by very strict and stringent rules, and which is crazy because you would think with these strict and stringent rules that you would have less people reverting to Islam. But right now,
You have a lot of
it
people,
is the fastest growing religion,
bro.
and it is the
And I'm
fastest
going to be honest
growing.
with you. I'm thinking about reading the Quran.
Well, no, it is the fastest growing religion for women too. So even
Yo,
it is
if
ridiculous.
yo if you have a Muslim woman, you don't want nothing else, you know. If you have a Muslim woman, you want anything else?
They're good for life.
You're good for well, if she abides by that,
But the
you
Quran,
know?
yeah. Mhm.
Bro. But it's crazy how the Muslims, bro, the religion of Islam, bro,
Mhm.
what is being taught is what is being enforced, and anything outside of that is disgraced and all of that, bro.
It's
When
just not
it's there's
accepted.
others in Christianity, bro, there's too much leeway.
Mhm.
I probably shouldn't have said this on camera, but I'm just talking, bro. It's just facts, bro.
Yeah.
There's too much leeway, bro, and certain things are not getting enforced. And
You know what really turned me off? I was in Canada. Canada is it? Canada is a place because I was there and I was going to get my cousin because she runs and she had training out in the countryside, but it was a Catholic school, and I went in the school just to see, you know, because she was in the school, so I went inside just to see what's happening, bro. When I stepped in and I saw the posters and the type of posters I'm talking about,
you're lying to me.
bro. When I
You're lying to me.
and when I saw it, I asked him the teacher. I was like, let me see what's going on, and then saw some books and I said, oh, nah, not for me, not for me. Too much leeway,
That's
too much
crazy,
leeway.
bro. It's crazy out there, bro. Literally, bro. And I don't understand it, bro. It's almost, I'm sure, in the last 3 years, well, since COVID, there has been a large percentage of conversions from Christianity to Islam. Or if they weren't Christians,
Hmm.
atheists, for instance. I'm sure a lot of atheists have turned to Islam.
Yeah, I think as people grow, their perspectives will hopefully
Well, it also depends on their beliefs and morals and what they believe in, isn't it?
true, and the upbringing. Yeah,
Yeah, and their upbringing, bro. But
yeah.
why, bro? I'm sure there are some, but have you ever seen a Muslim that is not at a high level or on their way to being at a high level?
Mm-mm. Mm. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
Exactly, bro. It's crazy, bro. But them thing, yeah, you can't too elaborate
yeah,
on it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Isn't it? Or check it, bash and all sort of
Yeah, YouTube
fuckery.
will strike something.
Isn't it?
Just tell them people to behave.
But that's how it goes still, bro.
Mm.
That's another thing that's happened. What you feel about being in a comfort zone and what can be accomplished in your comfort zone?
Bro, as you have told me on several occasions, because right now I am in my comfort zone,
Mm.
absolutely, and there is no growth, zero, while you're in a comfort zone, because you just be operating on the standards that you used to, and there's this some people that I used to watch on YouTube back in the day. I don't remember what them name though, but their tagline was to seek discomfort, and the more like back in the day when I used to watch them, I never made it until recently how important or instrumental that statement was to seek discomfort. Because the more that you live your life at the edge of your comfort zone, is the more you grow. Because like for me, even now with the work that I'm in now, I don't really wait for work, or I don't turn away work.
Mm.
Cause as young counsel, everybody's going to be like young counsel. They're understanding, so they think that you don't know much,
Mm.
or you'll get a little bit of work. But I don't turn away anything, because the more you challenge yourself, is the more you grow. So I try to find or put myself into difficult situations. Bro, it's just same thing that Andrew Tate says. The man is a gem of a generation,
Bro, he's like the Marcus Garvey, the Malcolm X.
Of our generation.
They. You see me?
What one of the things that he says is to,
Martin Luther King. He's that, bro.
as a man, you have to put yourself. If you don't have difficult situations, you have to find them and put yourself in them, because that is literally the only way that you will improve. If you're in your comfort zone 24/7, you're going to get okay, or you're going to be okay with mediocrity. And if we want to operate at the level that we want to operate at, we can't survive by being mediocre. I mean, if you want to reach where you want to reach, and I want to reach where I want to reach in our respective fields,
Mm.
bro, if we're mediocre, the top dog will take a spot. You see me?
Bro, and I also wanted to say this, bro. If you ever feel like nothing is going according to plan, or you feel like you're questioning the field that you're in, or you have questions whether or not you're going to make it doing what you're doing, bro, it's almost as if it sounds cliche whenever people say it, but it's literally the formula, bro. Even though I haven't achieved anything, I know it's the formula, bro, because I've experienced growth in certain things, bro.
Mhm.
In which if I had quit, I wouldn't have experienced, bro. So the formula is literally not to stop, bro.
Yeah.
Literally, bro. Even though I'm going to be real. I'm not in a position where I can give people advice on how to reach a certain level because I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
You get me? But it literally works, bro. Like you're, gotta look at who can I say? Messi
Yeah.
reach the World Cup final, lose, last World Cup of him career. What happened?
Yeah. Win.
You see me, bro? You literally don't. You just have to not stop, bro. Cause I mean, I don't know if we should say this because kind of personal still, but
No, no, you would just tell me.
yeah. Like, bro, I started my business,
The great
Suds,
suds.
Suds. You see
Yeah.
me, bro? And I was working day and night, bro. I was washing cars, and our next
Mhm.
brother, we're washing cars day in, day out, bro. When I would go out, people were saying I'm getting skinny, bro, because I'm in the sun.
Yeah.
You see me? So you come in like the sun just drain the energy and stuff. 'Cause it's
Mm.
not like I wasn't eating, because I was eating, but it's like the sun just drained my energy, bro, and make me slim down in size, bro. I was doing this, day in and day out, bro. 2 months after starting Suds, bro, I get a contract for the biggest car dealership in Jamaica.
It should be. Yeah.
2 months after, bro. Literally 2 months. And July of this year is going to make 2 years I'm with them. I can go gym and
Yeah.
you see me? No, I put on back the weight and then thing there, bro. But when I just started, bro, everybody who was talking to me saying, Blake, what happened to you? You're losing weight and saying, you see me? They probably think I'm going through a heartbreak when I wasn't.
And it was
I was just in
working.
the sun.
Yeah.
You see me? And doing all of these things. But even stuff like that, bro, it's hard to not believe in somebody else, bro. Because, bro, you have people in my industry that have been around long before me.
Mm. And you're
And
doing way more than them. Yeah. In a short period of
exactly,
time.
bro.
Yeah.
And it's a case where
Oh, but it comes back to what we were saying a while ago. The people in that industry, they became comfortable. You
You
see
know
me?
that
You
is why. You
cannot
know that is
become
why I started it.
comfortable.
That is why I started it. I won't call him name, but I saw a specific mobile car wash, bro.
Mm.
And I was thinking in my head that I don't really hear much about any other ones. So they're basically very comfortable, bro. So and that's how it came about.
You know what that reminded me too? I don't even think you remember where Uncle,
My father.
yeah,
Mm.
that's the when he started the water business
Mm.
and why. You were
Oh yeah,
telling us the story.
yeah,
You can't be comfortable
yeah,
because the
bro.
next man will take your food and have no
I don't even
remorse.
know anything about that company anymore. I don't really know much about them anymore. I don't really hear much about them.
Bro, you have to be aggressive. Constant. And I learned that too from somebody that me and him were good.
Mm.
He used to work with him. One thing he drilled in my head was, yo, you cannot be complacent. Demand them. There's always somebody that is waiting for an opportunity to take your spot. So you can't just because you make
Decent food.
a decent food and you're doing everything that you wanted to do, you're now okay. I mean, if that's what you want to do, then fine, if your objective is to make X amount of money and live X amount of lifestyle and just relax, then by all means. But don't be fooled. Somebody will take your food and don't care. So yeah. Mhm.
So what your views on money wealth, same thing, and family? Like the be all end all when it really comes down to it.
Mm. Like like what I want to retire with, the figure in my head that I have.
Like your ideal, the picture you have of that.
Well, there's a picture that I have in my head right now of me.
Do you think it will change over time?
I for the past 5 years it's been the same picture.
Mm.
So it probably will. But right now it's a consistent picture that I have with me, my wife, like on a balcony with which is crazy. A daughter in my hand. I have one in my hand. Like it's a vivid picture, like I'm
Mm-hmm.
seeing it. My daughter in my hand. There's one standing, like a small one, like she
Mm.
just born not too long.
Mm.
And then my wife is beside me with another one in her hand. In but I'm envisioning the house and how crazy the house is going to be. You see me? And we're just looking out, and then I am saying to her that we've done it. You see me? But that is
And that's
the
success for me.
that is it,
That's
bro.
success, bro.
If that plays out, the day after
When
that, we can just go sit up.
when when it plays out.
When it plays out,
Yeah.
you're right, you're right,
Yeah,
you're
bro.
right,
But
you're
for
right.
me, bro,
But I have a
that's
figure in my head too that I want to. I
figure.
my exit. Yeah.
Oh, when it comes down to figure meaning, how much I want to have to in life, bro, I don't really have a figure. I feel like I just want money to be a tool rather than a means of survival. If you get
True,
me?
I don't know enough survival. Yeah, absolutely.
You see
Yeah.
me? So I don't really put a figure on it. I just rather it be like a tool rather than a means of survival, bro. So my ideal look at life is, I know it's not up to me, but I'm sure you and I can both agree that it would be better to find that person before the glitz and the glamour. You
Yeah,
see me?
man.
So it makes it 10 times sweeter when you reach the pinnacle of your potential and you can look at her and she can look at you and say, yo, we actually
But
fuck up the place.
make no mistake with me now. You see, because me as a man, we're in the legal industry. You see that document that is called a prenuptial
Yeah,
agreement?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Though, brother, nobody can convince me
Not to get it.
to get married without a prenup, bro.
And them going to try guilt trip you. Best believe them are going to try guilt trip you. If you, why would a prenup only means you plan to leave? No love.
No love. It's right
A prenup
Mhm.
is a sign that you are not in control. You cannot see the future. You
It,
have an idea
yeah.
of what your future entails, but the big man will look at it and laugh. I cannot read your mind. You cannot read my mind. I cannot see the future. You cannot
You
see
know,
the future.
the reality is
It's
this.
just reality and logical and rational.
You have two separate people, bro. Me, you. And you don't know what you have no idea what can happen 5 years on the line. It does not mean that I don't love you or that I don't expect to spend the rest of my life with you. It simply means that just like anything else in life, our views can change, and I would prefer for me not to hate because how the laws are structured in Jamaica, it is really to protect women.
Yeah.
So where without getting too much into it, someone can be entitled to half of
What you worked for.
what you worked for. And to me, that is unfair. So I believe to avoid all of that, because I don't
I
know.
rather be the one out of my own heart to just, isn't it?
And what people, I feel like a
Give
lot
you
of people
something.
don't understand is that you can also revisit. It isn't something that is set in stone. So you can revisit that same agreement every couple of years. And then if you in your discretion believe that okay, XYZ wouldn't have been done without my wife's input,
Mm-hmm.
then you just adjust it.
Okay.
So it isn't anything that is just set in stone and can't change. But for right now, in my head, there's no way, because it comes back to what we were saying earlier, brother. When you're getting, and Patrick Bet David said it once, people get married logically and get divorced emotionally. Like they get married emotionally and get divorced logically. So when you're getting a divorce,
Mm.
they are sitting and they're picking through your assets. And I say, okay, I want this, 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 this. But when you're getting married, nobody no business but what you have, They're just happy to get married and tied the knot
Mm.
and vacation, yes and yes and yes. But now when you vex and can't stand each other, you want to sit down and pick part everything line by line. And to me, that's not reasonable, bro. You can't come to something knowing that you came when everything bill already, and then just want so much. Bro, that's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Yeah, bro. It kind of wild still, bro. But and it goes back to what I was going to say a while ago. But if they are against a prenuptial agreement, that is out of emotion.
Yeah.
It's not out of logic.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Mm.
So, because women are more emotional than we are.
Yeah.
So their decisions are based off of that, while we are more logical and
Logical.
rational. Isn't it, bro?
Mm-hmm.
Our mother even tell me this one. Mother used to always tell me this, bro. Never make a promise when you're happy, and never make a decision when you're angry.
Wise words.
You see me, bro?
Mm-hmm.
So
Never make up
logic
promise.
and ration always wins, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have very minuscule scenarios where you might go with intuition.
Mm-hmm.
You see me?
Mm-hmm.
But although that's a very important thing as well.
Yeah.
You see me? But it's intertwined with logic.
Logic. Yeah.
You see me? Because
Mm-hmm.
if that is black and your intuition I tell you gray.
Yeah.
You see me?
Yeah.
It has to intertwine, bro. You see me?
Yeah.
But last thing I want to talk about still, bro, how you handle pressure and how does that
Yeah.
influence how far you get in this thing called life?
That is a solid question. And how I, because that was a question that I had too, how to handle pressure. And what I did was to seek advice from somebody that operates at a very high level. I can't say who because like he operates at a very high level,
Mm,
but me and him are good. Like one Sunday, I just go link him and pick his brain, bro,
mm,
because he had at that time hundreds of people under him, and he was a decision maker.
mm,
And what he said to me, that's the first question that I started off with. I was like, how do you handle pressure? What he said to me is that when you're operating at such a high level, your primary decision should always be objective. So what he would do is to separate almost like a spreadsheet what um the good and bad, and wherever those columns lie, he makes a decision based on that. So he says emotion, which is, I don't know. He said that he never factored in emotions. For me, I would factor in emotions if I'm handling a matter. But for him, he says that when you're managing money on behalf of a large institution, you cannot.
mm,
He said that numbers don't lie. So the statistics, whatever the statistics tell you to do,
mm.
you work with that because you don't want it to be a situation where
Numbers don't lie.
your decision is being reviewed, and then them say, yo, why you make this decision, and you give them an excuse like my intuition, or I felt like this made more sense. No. If you have the numbers before you and the numbers says do this, you do that. So that is his. So his perspective was you have to be objective as possible when you're handling pressure. For me though, what I've found, two things. So I meditate a lot, and
As well.
I now recently pray a lot. So how I handle pressure these days is to take a step back. Like if I ever find that it's too much for the day, but it also so it's a hard question to answer.
Mm,
If it's like a if it's a big decision and I know that I have time, I'm taking one day and just relaxing, and then the following day I am setting out a game plan of what needs to be accomplished, and then I'm tackling from that aspect. But if it's something that was just thrown on me and I have to figure that shit out randomly,
mm,
in that instance, I'm taking like a 15 minutes to, because I'm freaking out initially,
mm,
Whenever, you get the task or you're like, well, what the fuck do I do?
mm,
Taking the 15 minutes just to calm myself down, and then same way, setting out a game plan. So I never react unless I have a game plan of how do I address this first.
mm,
Because you want to make sure, say, set out A, B, C, D, E, and kind of anticipate how everybody else is going to react before you do something.
mm.
Yeah. But and bro, especially with all like litigate, bro, law is not an easy sport to do
Oh,
because you're before the judge and she just spring a question on you. You have
that
to
you
know.
can know prior.
You have to. You have to be able to keep yourself composed in that moment so that you can think. Cause once you start panicking, your ability to think is out the window. You see me? And then you can't stand up on a every minute because you
Mm,
look unprepared.
yeah,
And half of the time
unprofessional.
your client is behind you. So you can't look like you don't know what you're doing. So you have to find a way. And I think that's where meditation kind of plays a very big role in those situations where you get thrown off and you're able to take a 2 seconds and compose yourself and then respond. But yeah, pressure is a serious thing. How you handle pressure?
I'm gonna preface with this, bro. Like, it's almost like a game of chess.
Mm.
It's like you make a certain move, and then that piece is taken. So you come off of the board, right?
Mm.
And when you're off the board now, you're looking at it and you're saying, why the fuck did I
Yeah.
make that move?
Yeah.
So when you go back into the game now, you don't make that move. But
Mm.
you make another move that makes you get taken out of the game again.
Yeah.
And then you come out for the game and say, yo, why did I make that move?
Mm.
And then that process continues and continues and continues until you win.
Yeah. It's a
You
big
see me?
learning curve.
You see me, bro?
Mm.
So it's like it's a big learning curve. So I said that to say I was in the gym with one of the guys that I look up to, bro. I mean, when I say look up to, I don't know anyone personally
Mm.
that is on the level that guy is on.
Yeah.
You get me?
Mm.
And the guy we're in the gym between sets, and the man are reason with me, bro. And it's not something that I could have known on my own.
Mm.
I wouldn't have known this or understood this unless he said it to me, bro. Like he was explaining a certain deal, isn't it? And the level of analytical skills that you have to make a certain play
Mm.
come to fruition. To fruition, you see me, bro?
Yeah.
Like the deal was made, but he would have to make a different arrangement with another company
Way over there, sir.
to in case something went bad with his situation
Mm.
that they could cover it. So contingency plans.
Yeah.
You have to, like, when you make a certain deal, bro, people love effortlessness, bro.
Mm.
So if something were to happen with your institution, you have an outsourced institution that can take care of it, and the customer wouldn't even know.
No. Yeah.
It's like you make this deal and you have the facility to make it come through,
Yeah.
but just in case, because shit can happen,
Yeah.
you have another company that can facilitate that as if nothing happened, bro.
Yeah.
So them little thing that me make me realize, so yo, you have to analyze and realize all possibilities. You can't just be comfortable basically and feel like everything is going to always be okay.
Mm-hmm.
You see me, bro? So it's like but don't think that you're not gonna know unless it reach you already.
Mm.
You see me? Them think they have to reach you before
You
you
know.
realize, say, Ray. So it's like if something something break down, bro. The customer won't even know that it broke down because somebody else is facilitating that while that is being fixed.
Yeah.
You see me, bro? So it's
Mm.
almost effortless, bro.
And I find that the companies in Jamaica don't have that type of effortlessness. Even with
Exactly,
banks,
bro.
bro,
That is what differentiates the top
from the regular man,
from the
that
regular
is
guys,
so
bro.
true. Because I'm sure you have companies abroad, bro, where payment systems fail, but you never know.
Exactly. It's a back end problem,
Mm.
not a front end
Not a
problem.
front end
You
problem.
see me, bro?
And a good book on that too is Your Next Five Moves by Patrick Bet David, where where I look up to that man highly. You
Mm.
know,
Yeah,
TBD.
yeah.
And in it he kinda speaks about grandmasters of chess, where them man they I think 15 moves, 20 moves
Bro.
ahead. But he brings it down to 5 moves, and even in those 5 moves, you still have to anticipate so many different things before you make a decision. And you know, the thing is, at the end of the day, it sounds nice in theory, but you have to go fail a couple times first to kind
Exactly,
of
bro.
know, all right, next time I'm not gonna do this. Next time, same thing you said. Next time
Mm.
I'm not gonna do that. Cause yeah, it sounds nice right now if we can just go read the book and know say, oh, you can plan this, but in reality, that is not how life works.
Exactly, bro.
You have to go fail first and
You see me,
realize,
bro?
all
That
right,
is, I don't really have much regrets, but one of the only things that I could say is that I wish I started earlier so I could make as many mistakes as possible, bro. So I'd have a much bigger
so much,
advantage, bro.
yeah,
And that's the next thing too, bro. We go back to when we're there at Ribbies and we wonder what the fuck we are doing, yes, bro. It's almost as if the competition is easy.
it is.
Competition is easy, bro, because if you are willing to do things that these guys are not willing to do, you're miles ahead of them, bro. Cause, bro,
Yeah.
I would sacrifice a year
Easily.
easily, bro.
Easily.
I'm not going anywhere, and I know that everybody else is not willing to do that.
Mm. Yeah,
So then just
yeah.
make that locally.
Yeah.
The competition is very easy
Mm.
because they're not willing to
It's
do.
funny that you say that because someone that I spoke to as well, he said to me, he's young, but he's doing it
Mhm.
at a level. You probably know me I talk to. What he said to me kind of
My
what,
boy.
yeah.
Ah!
What opened my eyes. He is like, brother. Same way someone talk to me is like,
I
brother.
remember say them man they just a come on the scene,
And he's doing it at a level, fam.
But continue.
He said to me, brother, at 3 million people in Jamaica, there is no reason why you cannot be at the top. It's not America with 300 million. This is 3 million people. And then say, make you say 1.5 of those
A man.
a man. Then we could even cut that down a little bit more. We say,
Pitney and
Pitney and so make we say 800,000 people are men that work. Out of those 800,000 people, you probably have 200 people that are doing it at a level. So you can easily be 201 or 202 because the next 600 people are okay with being comfortable. So you are fighting with realistically 600 people out of 3 million. If you put
it's
in
a
the work,
crazy way to look at it,
if you put in the work for 12 months, where you know so them 600,000 people that nah gonna do ever because they're okay. It is so easy for you to be a part of the 1%.
Locally.
Locally, of course. Because they just won't do it. You see me? They're just okay. And at the same 600,000 people, we go out every week. Bro, it is like when you break it down, it's ridiculous. 3 million people, nah, not serious like how you serious. That's just a fact. You have some people that their objectives are just different in life. Like I say to my mother all the time. Like if we drive past somebody and them crush weed and don't get me
that's
wrong,
the next
there's
thing, bro. You ever
nothing.
drive on the road and observe things and I say, yo, this person, like you just overanalyze everybody that you drive
Everything.
past, bro.
Bro, I'd be saying it to my
I'd be
mother.
in the
It's like,
supermarket and me I see
how?
the guy box the cashier and me I say,
But then it brings me back to reality because
exactly,
I
bro.
say, yo, somebody have to do it. You see me? Somebody,
Somebody
there's
has to do it.
somebody, like this is an essential role that somebody in the society has to do.
Bro.
It won't be me, but somebody have to do it. And we now knock the next man for doing it.
Everybody have to start somewhere.
Everybody have to start somewhere. But I just have to, I just want more. That's just the bottom line. I just want more.
Plain and simple.
Plain and simple. You know?
But yeah, people. Sudzeffect podcast there with the one done Jabo. Hope this episode inspires someone, you see me? And see you next time, you get me?
Mm-hmm.